It's now official. Chelsea has made the first formal contact with Victor Osimhen to try and sign the Napoli striker, but there are some Chelsea fans who are actually against that movement. Some are saying Chelsea are better off without those big money transfer players. Some are saying Chelsea will do better coming into next season. Some are saying we should focus on this our current squad rather than chasing those big money transfer players, which is why I want us to talk about players like Chalobah, Gallagher, and as well as Victor Osimhen, because there is a lot of things which we need to talk about. Lately, Chelsea has been putting on some massive performance, and everyone is just so excited. Everyone is just so happy. Some are even saying Chelsea will go to Europe next season. Some are saying Chelsea are back, which is the right thing to be thinking about. But don't be fooled for the same mistakes which we did in the past. Don't be carried away by the glory of Chelsea now. Don't be fooled for these performances right now. Someone said it will be useless for Victor Osimhen or Victor Gallagher to come to Chelsea because he actually sees Nicolas Jackson scoring a lot of goals coming into next season. Well, it's a good thinking, it's a good mindset, it's a good fan base to be thinking in such manner. At this point, we all need to start believing in the players which we have. But honestly, it will be a taboo if Chelsea doesn't get a proper striker. We all can agree that Nicolas Jackson does more better as a winger, which means we have literally played the entire season without any striker. And most of Chelsea fans are actually tweeting on Twitter that Chelsea should not go in for a striker. What do you mean? We can't afford to be inconsistent next season. We can't afford to be losing games just like we have been losing this season. We can't afford not to play Champions League next season. Just take, for example, that Chelsea this season managed to get the Europa League spot and we go to Europe. Do you mean to tell me Chelsea will actually use this same squad to play Europe? Do you mean to tell me Chelsea can play Champions League with this same squad? Honestly, this is a huge mistake for us believing in such way. Chelsea need to go into the transfer market, get players with experience, get players who can add value to this current squad, get players who actually know what the game means. Yes, Chelsea right now are on fire, but we cannot conclude whether or not Chelsea are back, and we cannot change the plan of getting experienced players. These guys cannot compete when it comes to bigger games. These guys haven't felt that experience of competing with bigger games. We haven't played in Champions League with this current squad. We need experienced players. Except you are hoping to tell me you don't believe Chelsea can actually finish top 4 or can even win the Premier League next season. Because if you are believing Chelsea should win Premier League next season, then you all should agree with me that Chelsea need experienced players. And that is also why I want us to talk about Chalobah, who I have actually seen some rumors on Twitter that Chelsea owners will accept any offer that comes in for Chalobah. You know, this Chelsea team or these Chelsea owners, ever since Ibrahimovic left, it has been a problem. It has been ups and downs. It has been something to talk about. How can you have a player who is doing well, you want to sell him because you need a younger player? So these guys are simply telling us that with the performance which Chalobah has been putting on lately, they will neglect it and still accept any offer from any club and go in for an unexperienced player. This is useless. This is a very poor reasoning from those Chelsea's owner. And you can even see it added with Gallagher. They said any offer that comes in for both of these players, they will accept it because they want to equalize with a financial fair play rule. Not be all players we're supposed to be sold. We don't have to sell out everyone. It doesn't have to be like this. Gallagher and Chalobah should not be taken out of Chelsea, not in any circumstances, no matter what is actually happening. Gallagher and Chalobah have proved with their performance that they deserve to be in Chelsea's squad, and Pochettino himself is now finding a team in which he can implement his playing pattern on. With Gallagher and Chalobah being included in that team, Pochettino is now finding a team that he can actually build around. This club or this coach has literally struggled with these guys throughout the season. And Gallagher has been a machine. Even when we were struggling, Gallagher at that midfield has been a massive momentum to Chelsea. He has actually been a massive boost to that Chelsea's team. Even when we were down, Gallagher was struggling to lift up Chelsea. And which other player do you want to go in and bring for Chelsea by selling Gallagher? Do you think it's something that should be done? Do you think that is how things should be done? Man City will just get up one day and sell Erling Haaland and sell De Bruyne because they want to go in for younger players. Is that how things are being done in football clubs? Is that how things should be done? Or why is Chelsea's things always different? Why are we always different? Well, like I always say out my mind. I always say out my opinion. You might agree with me, you might disagree with me, but not in any circumstances will I accept Chalobah or Conor Gallagher to be sold because they want to bring in Victor Osimhen. We shouldn't get a striker. If that is the option for Chelsea to get a striker, then we should remain like this. You can let me know your opinions, your corrections, and as well as your contributions in the comment section. And please don't forget to share this video, click that follow button, and as well as subscribe to my channel because I am #1 Chelsea fan.